This is not a part 2. It's Wacky Wednesday, my dudes. Super Concept here, and we're back here in this circuit known as the Burroughs Hill circuit. Once again, we're gonna be doing 5 laps of Burroughs Hill circuit with a Formula 2. So, if Formula 2 causes makes much more failures or something. So this Formula 2 cars go for a thing for something, and we're gonna be driving with this one for 5 laps against one. So we're not doing just a out lap. So if we're gonna be doing for 5 laps, because even it causes failures, and this Formula 2 causes failures also during in the 1960s when this car just absolutely when things go wrong. So this car must be the 1970s Formula 2 car, and which means I'm going to do this right now. So even I using this Formula 2 cars, it causes failures and so much pain. So we're gonna be using this car for just 120 miles an hour. So if we're gonna be using with this Formula car, this will be much more pain instead of this 5 laps of this stressful trading painless for this Formula 1 car. And this must be a Formula 2, not a Formula 1 car as well. I'm not going to do an onboard view, so even it may cause some failures or some maybe like fatal accidents or even like traveling too fast. So let's start with lap number 1. So even if this is a lap number 6 or what, so even though I'm going to start with even much more laps as I can, so even there are more overcrest corners ahead of us, and this is going to be much more tricky and very dangerous as we're strictly going to, it may come by it's too fast, and this car may reach for 120 miles an hour. And let's get slows things down in this hairpin. I'm pretty sure this Formula Ford, or it must be compared to the Formula Ford, and it must be the Formula 2 car or something. And I just make things gone too fast. I just accidentally went too fast because we're still not bad, and we just complete 1 lap onto the second lap. This second lap was absolutely a failure, so we're in the 3rd lap by the way, and we just when things got sadly as wrong, so I just accidentally traveling too fast, and skid causes fatal failures or even fatal crashes or even some kind of accidents. And looks like we're coming up to the crest for the 3rd time, so it's over crest for sometimes, and because I just feel so stressful about this. Coming up to the hairpin for the 3rd time, and looks like we're coming uphill, and we're not going to make so much failures, and this is going to be what happens if their fatal crashes just may occur, and we just failed for a fatal crash for just a 3rd time because I didn't make it for some time, so there must be a second chance, so I just flip it over. Let's give him for a second chance. Let's start for the lap number 3. So I just completely fail a lot of things, so I need to survive 1 lap until lap number 4 will be much easy. So I'm going to be taking on easy, and I'm not trying to get too fast on these crest corners, and I just feel a little bit stressful because I'm barely not happy at this moment, and looks like we're just not going to be completing with some other stuff. And here comes that hairpin, and we're just going to make things slow down, and I'm not going to make things a lot of failing times instead of these Formula 2 cars, and we're not absolutely going to drive with these stock cars. Oh no, we're almost, as we are just nailed it in the end of the lap number 3. So coming up on lap number 4, and we're just completing for some things, and we're not doing just drifting like some of the things, and we're not going to be naturally drifting around it. So even just during for 5 laps, because I just given for a second chance, and looks like at the end of the overcrest corners there was most dangerously as the final corner, and we're just goddamn, and we just have failed for these. I really think so. Hairpin. There's a dangerous over jump, and there was one dangerous thing, and we just accidentally get a fatal crash on lap number 4 well, we did fail again, so there must be a one more chance to do anyways. Let's give him for a one more chance. So this lap 4 is absolutely a failure on lap number 4 because this time we're gonna be not so fast. We're gonna take it easy on these crest corners because I need to very slow down for something, and this is gonna be bad happens. We're almost crashed, and we just got another seconds of penalty as well because I'm spinning out of control for this one. So I cannot able to keep on control because it was absolutely, I swear for it. And we just already come for the hairpin turn before the over jump straight. Coming up onto the dangerous sign, there's a caution one. There must be dangerous one. Oh no, this is not good anyways. Nailed it. I survived for 5 laps as well. So this car got a one last chance. So I may have 3 chances at this moment. So this must be a mostly likely dangerous circuit or something. And we're just going to be going back into the pits. Enough is enough for Formula 2 car, and up next we'll be driving a Chaparral 2J for just 5 laps until the next video will be coming not very soon, or just maybe even an hour. So even this is nothing for watching, and I'm pretty sure I cannot able to drive like this. So this must be the out lap, and I won't able to drive like something and I really saw in Gran Turismo 4. And unfortunately, I'll be see you in this next video. So this is not a part finale until it's still Wacky Wednesday. So we're not trying to pretty still. So I'm not came back into this lobby or this race hub. So maybe I'm sure we're going to be back in a few hours. So we will be right back at this moment.